SpongeBob movie referring to the future? Is this Neptune actually Titron? Well, you are just about to find out since there are 4 proofs to prove this theory. Today's SpongeBob theory is based on the official SpongeBob movie that was released in 2004. Can I tell you guys that this is the best movie of all time? Not only because of the long journey that SpongeBob and Patrick took to get the crown back from Neptune, but also how this movie is hiding something that a lot of you never thought about, which is why I think enough is enough. I need to tell you guys that SpongeBob the movie is based on the future and last episode we'd ever see in SpongeBob SquarePants. This is a dark movie and also captures a dark theory with it. Let's begin. Exclusively in the SpongeBob movie, we were given something that Nickelodeon never shown us in any episode of SpongeBob, except for the movie, which makes me wonder, where did Nickelodeon bump their head to add the second Krusty Krab in the movie, but not in the episodes? Well, there's an easy way to explain that. Well, you see, Mr. Krabs probably reached a specific financial state to finally decide to build a Krusty Krabs directly beside the current restaurant. In a television perspective, it seems like a happy ending, which most movies have, but SpongeBob is originally a TV show, so this proves that SpongeBob the movie is in a different time period. In the SpongeBob movie, Mr. Krabs gave Squidward the manager position, which always makes me wonder, how come Squidward never got to be manager in the TV series? There is a simple explanation for that. Like I said before, Mr. Krabs became successful enough to not work at the Krusty Krab since the Krusty Krab franchise expanded. In the real world, it's quite common to work at your own restaurant, but when it comes to a certain success level, you might retire, which Nickelodeon is indirectly hinting to all SpongeBob fans out there. Also, in one of the episodes called Squid on Strike, we got a clip that may confirm this whole theory. We can clearly see that SpongeBob and Squidward were still working at the Krusty Krab, but if you take a look closely, you can see that SpongeBob is sitting at the cashier boat where Squidward originally worked at, and Squidward is sweeping the floor. Not to mention Mr. Krabs is not in the scene. Maybe SpongeBob getting the manager position meant that Squidward would downgrade position of sweeping at the floor. Many people believe that the King Neptune in the movie is nothing more than a redesign by Nickelodeon, but I believe that this might be the King Neptune from the future, or specifically Titron. For those of you who don't know who Titron is, he is the King Neptune's son who is from the TV series. This would make total sense because the original King Neptune was nice and responsible, and Titron was a good son who became evil because of his dad. This caused Titron to be evil, and judging by the destruction of Bikini Bottom, he most likely would be the King Neptune from the movie that wanted to kill Mr. Krabs. To end off this amazing theory, I would like to talk about the ending of the movie. We all know that Plankton was trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula, but the attempts in the beginning of the show in season 1 were smaller attempts, like faking injuries or straight up stealing it in front of Mr. Krabs, but in the movie, shown a crime that is worth the death penalty or life in prison, which is not only stealing the crown from the god of the sea, but also framing an innocent man, Mr. Krabs. But in the movie, Plankton runs out of ideas of stealing the Krabby Patty formula, and Karen tells Plankton to try Plan Z, since it's the last plan left. This strikes my mind and confirms the whole theory. The letter Z is the last letter of the alphabet, which also means that it could be the last Plankton attempt, which proves that this is in the future. Plankton goes to jail, but I believe that this is the last time they ever see him, since stealing something from royalty is a bigger punishment than murder. And that's how the theory ends. With that being said, please check out my other theories where I uncover the meaning behind a character and an episode. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to never miss another video.